Huh. Hello,
Hey, boys.
how are you?
Yevalde. Good day. What's going on, Mario? ¿Qué tal?
Muy bien.
¿Sí? Where is everybody? It's just you and me.
I don't know. Are you me?
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, Rabbi Doctor.
Tzadik Ches Amud Aleph, 98. Omer Rava. Chodom Rabbanein Avla Nachri. That which we said that by Gentiles they don't have any yichus after their father. So, for example, two brothers from the same father, there's no yibum, there's no chlitza. They can marry each other. It's like they have no. They're not considered related. Now, why is that? Don't say that the immorality is so great that nobody knows who their father is. But if you knew for sure who the father was, then you would be choishesh. So the Gemara says, no, it's not related to that. The Mishnah taught us that if you have two twins, we're talking about identical twins, the tipa achasaya, that it came from one egg and sperm, one cell. Look at this. Chazal understood a fundamental law in biology that really wasn't understood until the early 1900s. So meaning, it's certainly that they came from one father. Even in that case, there's no chlitz and no yibum. So Chazal did something. Just like Chazal can do hefker bezdin hefker, they were mafkir the zera. It's like some kind of animal zera, and it's not miyachis after any individual person. Just like you have 1,000 cows in a herd, there's no yichus to any one specific person. It's all like a school of 1,000 fish. So in essence, that's what they're doing to the yichus as it relates to goyim.
So this has nothing to do with conversion. It's irrelevant whether the kids convert or not. This is just how we view goyim.
Correct, and therefore, since they started off as goyim, and then they converted, it's kiger shekot and shana that they're not considered related, even though they're brothers, identical twins.
Interesting.
Exactly. Toshma. Don Rabbi Yossi, Maisa b'niftayis ager, shenasa eishes achiv me'imo. They were brothers from the same mother. Now, remember we said there's more yichus. And he married the wife of one of his brothers. They don't have any marriage. Right, the Gemara, what do you mean? You mean a convert who gives kiddush? What are you talking about? They're regular Jews. They don't have Isser Eshesach because they whatever sisters or brothers they had when they were goyim, now that they converted, the relationship doesn't exist. My love, the Nospa Achkeshu Ger. Are we talking about that they married the Eshesach when he was a ger? No. The Nospa Keshu Nochri, he married the Eshesach when they were still goyim. But if he was a ger, he would not be Keshu Noch, because we'll see the Chazal make the Gzeira. So by telling me that they can't do it when he's a goy, so Keshu Nochri Ma'ilad was the Chiddush. Maybe we should make a Gzeira that would be goyzer Eshesach while they're goyim.
What's the gezerah? They're goyim. Well, what I don't understand. We're making gezerah on goyim?
No, we're talking about. So we're talking about he married an Eshesach while he was a goy. Then they converted. So the question is, do we force a divorce, or are we goyzer? We say no. They can stay married. Because
even if a guy marries his sister, incest, or his mother, and they convert, I don't think we care.
We do. We'll see. There they made. There's gzeiras there. There we made gzeiras. So it says like this. The Rambam says, to Kenny's point, the goy was married to his mother or to his daughter, or any erva. Ha'asur alav b'torah ben Noach. Remember, even the ben Noach is not allowed to marry his mother or daughter. They can't marry. They're allowed to marry in-laws. Like we cannot marry kaloso, our daughter-in-law, but that's not one of the sheva mitzvahs b'nei Noach. They cannot marry direct relatives, like a mother or a daughter. That's also for a ben Noach as well. So let's say they're married to an erva who's an erva even for them. You go an imo, or achoso mi imo, or his sister. Kasher shneim is gairi mafrishin osam. When they convert, we separate them. Aval emaya nosui l'shara rayos. Any other arayos, if they're married to them, v'nisgayer hu v'ish de'en mafrish osam lo'ilam. We don't let them live together for 3 months because we want to know if they get pregnant, was it completely bikadusha? Then they can go back live together. Any other of the ervis, but not we said not mother or achoisoi. Okay, so back to the Gemara. So maybe we would make a gzeira. We don't make a gzeira. Toshma. The Omer ben Yosyon. Kishalachti lekroche hayam. I went to the islands, Tahiti. Motzasi ger echad, shenosa ish asachiv me'imo. It was a ger who married his brother, the brother from the same mother as his wife. Amarti lo b'ni mihir shecha. Who permitted you? Omer li arei isha v'shiva bonea. What do you mean? Here's the woman with her 7 children. It's a long time after. Al safsal ze yoshev Rabbi Kiva. And on this bench, Rabbi Kiva said, "V'omar shnei dvarim." Ger, no say isha asachiv me'imo. He permitted. Then he said something else. V'omar. Vayidvar Hashem al Yonah shenis leimor. Right? At the end of Sefer Yonah, Hashem speaks to him again a second time. Says Rabbi Kiva, Shein is dibri moshchina, shlishis lo dibri moshchina. And that was it. The Shekhinah never talked to Yirmiyah after the second time. So Ketoni Mias comes out from that brayso, ger noise eshes achim imo. My lab denos ba'achim kishu ger. And perhaps this is also talking about that he married this woman when he was a ger already. No. The nospa kishu nochri. We wouldn't have allowed it if he was already a ger. He married her when he was a goy. So again, my lememra. Mao the same, a nigzer kishu nochri atu kishu ger. Kamash v'lando. Now, umi mehem, why should we believe the story of this ger? Now, you say a halacha that's nogeh to you. So we have to know when you said the halacha. If you said it in advance of when it became nogeh to you, then we accept it. But if you say over a halacha that's nogeh to you, only after it becomes relevant to you, we don't accept it. Right? Im koyim ma'isa amar shomin lo, v'im lav ein shomin lo. So how do we believe this guy? It was a case where he already had presented this halacha before it was relevant to him. The boy said, if you want, I'll give you another answer. He had other sort of testimony regarding it. It was a long time ago that the shaila had been brought. Or he brought another statement of Rabbi Kiva, not just that one statement. Okay, Omer Mar. Well, what was that other statement? Vayidvar Hashem al Yonah shenit lemor. Shenit dibra imo shchina shlishis lo dibra imo. So, I v'haksiv by Yerovam ben Nevat in Lachim Beis. Yeravam expanded the borders of Eretz Yisrael. Kidvar Hashem. Asher diber biyad avdo Yonah ben Amittah Hanavi, which Lechora was the 3rd time after that the Yonah prophesied on Ravina al Iskei Nin v'Kovar. We're talking about only 2 prophecies regarding Nineveh, not about other things. Rav Nachman Yitzchak Abrahachi Karma Kidvar Hashem Asher diber biyad avdo Hanavi. Just like he had originally prophesied doom for Nineveh, and it turned out for good. Kach b'mei Yeravam ben Yoash, nepach lam Yisrael me'ra l'tova. If by Yeravam ben Yoash was the same thing, that it was supposed to be bad and it turned good. It wasn't Yeravam ben Nevat, it was Yeravam ben Yoash. Toshma. Ger shahaya leidosa bigdusha v'oirasa shelo bigdusha. You have a convert where the child was conceived when they were still goyim, but then the mother converted during the pregnancy, and the Leda was when she was Jewish. So yesh lo she'er ha'em. So he will have relatives that he shares with the same mother. Ve'en lo she'er ha'av. Since the conception was with a goy father, he has no relations regarding the father. So how does this work, Kate said? Nasa achoisum and ha'em. If he married his sister from the same mother while he was a goy, or even afterwards, yotzi, we don't allow them to stay married because they're considered related. I mean, avikayim, but if he marries a sister from the same father, he can stay married to her. It's ger kikot and shenoladami. Rashi says, "Shenolda b'yosei nochris yotzi v'afagav delava choisoi." It's not his sister. Maybe he'll come to marry a sister that's born afterwards when they're Jewish. Because at that point, later stam b'kedusha. They're both where the mother was Jewish. That's a full mother. A full sister from the mother, like a Yisraelis. She yolda ben ubas. Now, achoy sa'av min ha'em yotzi. His aunt, right? The brother sister, where they share the same mother, right? The father and his sister have the same mother, and the son marries the achos ha'av yotzi because it's a gzeira because of achoisai. If it's a sister from the same father, then he can yikayim. It's not considered that they're related. Achos ha'em and ha'em yotzi, but achos ha'em and ha'av, then Rab Meir omer yotzi. Any relation that he marries that's connected to the mother is yotzi. Mishum av yikayim. Umuter be'eshes achiv me'imo. He's allowed to marry his brother's wife, even though a brother they share from the same mother. He's also mutter be'eshes achi aviv, the wife of his father's brother. Ushar kol harayos mutar atzlo, l'sui eshes ha'av, to include his father's wife. Nasa isha ubita, if he marries a woman and the daughter, koines achas u'moitzi achas, he can only live with one of them. But lechatchila lo yichnos, he shouldn't marry any of them. Lechatchila. Meisa ishto muter b'chamoisai. His wife dies, he can marry the mother-in-law. Ikiditani asr b'chamoisai. Some say no. The mother-in-law remains prohibited. Ktani mias comes out from this brisa. Muter b'echasachi. Now my love did not bachiv kishuger. We're talking about he married the brother's wife while he was a ger. Lo, the nasbak shunachri was before they converted. Ma'ila meimra. Again, what's the chiddush? Mao the same aligzar kishunachri atu kishuger. Kamashmalam, we don't make the gzeira. Omar Mar, we mentioned nasa isha ubita koine sachas umoitzi achas. He can marry one. That means if he had married them, he can stay with one. He has to get rid of the other. Then lechatchila lo yichnos. So I don't understand, says the Gemara. Hashta apuk meifik. You told me to be motzi. So lechatchila my boy. Of course, lechatchila we shouldn't marry. The Gemara says hasam koi v'achi koran. Hakto am rabbanan ikai. That which rabbanan say you can stay married, but lechatchila lo yichnos. You shouldn't marry them in the first place. Now meisa ishto, we say muter b'chamoisai. If his wife dies, so he can marry the mother-in-law. Same, no. Chadik Rabbi Yishmael, Chadik Rabbi Kiva. Manda Asar Rabbi Yishmael. The Omar Chamoisu Lachamisa Bisur Kaimo. Rabbi Yishmael holds that after the death of a person's wife, the Isser with Chamoisu is exactly the same as when the wife was alive. So Gabi Ger goes Rabbi Rabban. Remember, we learned there's no sreifa. It's aser, but there's no sreifa. So there, Gabi Ger lo goes to Rabban. Mishnah. Okay, tomorrow we're going to learn the daf at 7:30 because Tzvi's shir is at 8. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. Chomesh noshim shenisarvu v'lo. You have 5 women, and their children all got mixed up. We don't know who's who. And then higdilu ataruvis. They grew up. V'nosum noshim. They all married, and they died without children. Now we don't know who. We don't know who's who. So arba cholzin la'achas. So 4 of the brothers give chlitza to one of the women. Ve'echad miyabim osar. The remaining brother does yibum because miman of shach. Even if she's not an Eisha Sachi, the chlitza allows her to marry whoever she wants. Then the one who did yibum, who ushlosha chotzin lachas. He and 3 of the remaining brothers give chlitza to another woman, and the another brother is miyabim her, and we go hala v'hala nimsu arba chalitzas v'yibum l'kolachas v'yachas. Each one will do 4 chlitzas and 4 yibums, a total. But each one will have done a yibum. The davka michlitz v'hadar yibum. The chlitz has to be done first. Aval yivum b'reishalot, the kapoga b'yivam l'shuk. They can't because chlitz hasn't been given. You can't marry someone l'shuk. So my hu ushloisha chotzin lachas. Don't say one brother should give yibum to everybody. No, it's a round robin. We want perhaps the right one to end up on the right one, and this increases the chance each one will miyabim the Eisha Sachi. If one did it, then there would be no mitzvah yibum. Mikzasun achin. Now, in a Tosefta, it says some are brothers, some that are not brothers. Now, we don't understand what that means. My comment. Amrav Safra Hachi Kamar. Mikzason achim min ha'av, umikzason achim min ha'em. If besides the brothers that got mixed up, if there are other brothers that are brothers from the same father and other brothers from the same mother, then only achim na'em cholsin. The ones who are brothers from the same mother give the chlitza. The achim min ha'av miyabim, because the mitzvah of yibum is always on the achim min ha'av. Miktasim kwanim, miktasim shein kwanim. Because remember, a Kohen can't marry a chlutza. So Kohanim chotzin she'ein Kohanim miyabmin. Because they could do yibum to a woman that's at chlutza. Kohanim can't. What about miktzos and Kohanim and miktzos and achim and ha'im? Eilu ve'eilu chotzin v'lo miyabmin. Normally, achim and ha'im don't do yibum. And again, Kohanim can't do yibum because one of the women will be a chlutza. So elu ve'elu chotzim v'lo miyabmin. Okay. Very good, everybody.
Shkoyach, Ernie.
All right, we'll see tomorrow.